Welcome back to my channel. So today's video I will be wrapping my refrigerator, my dorm refrigerator, room refrigerator, whatever you want to call it. I had it in college, brought it back home with me, got it in my room, and I'm gonna take it back to college with me. What I will be using to wrap it, I got this off of Amazon. It's this marble vinyl wrap. You can just look up vinyl wrapping. They come in different colors, patterns. I think you can even get textured ones. So if you want a furry refrigerator, you know, you can do that. I originally bought this to wrap my what do you call this, dresser top, but I ended up doing that. And I just watched a video on a girl wrapping her house refrigerator, and I was like, I can do it to my dorm one. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna use these sanitizing wipes to basically wipe the surface down. Okay, so I'm gonna voice over it for this next part because I wasn't really saying too much. But basically what I'm saying right here is, I know y'all tired of seeing me with this bonnet on, but I'm gonna do my hair one day, but not today. So I'm trying to get this thing opened up. It was taped, so I was just trying to get the tape off. But right here, I think what I'm trying to do is measure it while it's already on the refrigerator. But since it comes in like a roll, it kept rolling up on me. So I wasn't really sure how to stop that from happening. So it was kind of a struggle, but at the same time, it kind of helped me out when it came to curving the edges. But what I don't even know what I'm doing right here. I should have took it, measured it, marked it, and then cut it on the ground. But you can see me here trying to cut it with, that's not an X-Acto knife. I kept on calling it an X-Acto knife. It's not even a box cutter. It's kind of just like a razor blade. That's really what it is. Right there, I was just trying to hold it on the refrigerator with my head. Like, I should have had like a small piece of tape at the very top, kind of holding it to the refrigerator, because it was kind of hard holding it in place and trying to cut at the same time. In reality, I was working harder, not smarter. I shouldn't have been working this hard to do this. It really wasn't that hard after I got the hang of it, but right now I'm just kind of being an airhead. Then I realized, hey, I can just start it up here and then cut the rest on the ground. So that's what I'm going to do, just cut the rest on the ground. Okay, so it took me a minute to cut this. Like, it ain't perfect, you know, but this is going to get cut more better. But the bottom is kind of jagged or whatever. More better is not a word, I'm sorry. I just got the phone with my boyfriend, and he was like, oh, you're a copycat. Because he wrapped his splat today, sorry. He's wrapped his splat today, but he used duct tape. So, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because the girl on YouTube did it to her refrigerator. So, obviously, it ain't going to have these bumps in it, hopefully. I think that's just to kind of give it some air. So, yep, let's start this process. I ain't going to rip it all the way off, just kind of enough. Here I am back in with another voiceover because I stopped talking for some reason. But right here, I just ripped off the little piece like I just said. I don't know why I didn't turn the camera, but I'm basically lining it up with the corner, well, the side of the refrigerator where I wanted it to stop at. I actually gave it a little bit of like overflow, and I could just cut that with an X-Acto knife because I couldn't get it like perfect on there like I wanted to. Not gonna lie, I kind of struggled with it. Like, I really struggled. I think now is where I'm realizing to give it some overflow because I wasn't doing that. Let's see. I think I'm about to get it. I don't know. It was taking me a little bit. Oh, actually, I know what's happening. At the bottom, since there was a lot of overflow, it was really like scrunching up and like putting a lot of bubbles that I didn't want. So I didn't know how to like fix it. But once you cut that off, those bubbles go away is what I'm not really realizing. So right here, I'm trying to slowly put it on. I actually think you're supposed to use like a blow dryer heat gun with stuff like this, and I think that will like kind of help give it some like stretch. But oh, the refrigerator door open. But at this point, it was like very stiff, and I pulled it clean off the refrigerator. And that part actually, at first, I thought it was not gonna, stick, but I pulled it up actually a couple times and it still sticks. So this, I don't know what brand this is, but it was a pretty good adhesive on there. But I think right now I just keep picking it up because I keep seeing bubbles, and I'm just trying to get it to where the bubbles kind of just stop. And I don't know why I have the door opened. Actually, no, I'm just shaking the refrigerator for some reason. Okay, so I ended up going to get like a card so that I can kind of smooth out the bumps. Because, I see people do this a lot with like screen protectors and stuff. So I'm like, well, it should work with this vinyl. But I ain't gonna lie to you, it wasn't working because I had already had it so tight in the other places that the bubbles were literally not moving at all. Like, it only worked when I didn't like pat it down so much, but at this point I had to pat it down, rubbing it hard. So, those bubbles were kind of, they weren't going nowhere. And I think I ended up picking it up again. Like, watch a video before you do this. Like, I still haven't even watched the video, but if you're gonna do it, just watch a tutorial or something. Okay, so at this point I was kind of getting frustrated with all the bubbles, so I'm like, whatever happens just happens. So I just ripped the back off and just was like, I'm gonna go for it. So that's what I did, and it turned out great. Like, literally, the faster that I did it, the better that it turned out, honestly. There was no bubbles at all until I got to the end where it was kind of like just creasing a little bit. But once I X-Acto knifed that, it was fine. Right here, I'm just kind of smoothing out those little bubbles towards the top, towards where those lips at, to where it's not like an even lay. But I didn't realize once I X-Acto knifed, all those would just go away. I was kind of just gonna live with them. But it is smooth. I don't think it would have worked as good if I didn't already have it started. I feel like it would have just came out with like a bunch of bubbles. So right here, I'm just going in with the X-Acto knife, like right along the edge, and just cutting out like the trim that I needed, basically. So I just finished the X-Acto knife, and I just peeled it off, and I messed up. I peeled it off, and I didn't X-Acto knife that good on the other end, and it just ripped into like basically the refrigerator. Not ripped the refrigerator, but you can see what I'm talking about. It didn't cover like the face that I was trying to get covered. It ripped that part because I didn't cut evenly. So right now I'm trying to debate whether to rip it off and retry it because of the bubbles, that mark, all of that. But I still had the top trim to do. But not gonna lie, it was just me being slow. I realized why the X-Acto knife won't working so good for me. It's because I was using it upside down. But we're gonna move past that, and I'm actually just gonna measure it with the excess that I have left. I'm just gonna measure it here, go from here to here, and then I'll leave it perfect. And if I got enough, I'm gonna probably just redo this whole top, because that little bubble right here is gonna hurt me. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna do this one back here fast because it looks good. But yeah, I'll probably end up redoing it because of that down there, and I kind of messed up at the top. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this and put it on there, and I'm gonna show y'all more detailed on how to do it. I don't even know if I was recording that whole process, to be honest. But I put this on here. It's still got a little bit of bubbles, but it's better than the top. All right, now I'm looking for the knife, because I lose it every time. Okay, so still cutting the trim on the bottom. I just lost the footage of me putting that on there. I didn't lose the footage, I didn't record. Just forgot to hit the record button. But yeah, you can see every one of my rolls in this video. I had to cut out the part where my stomach was literally just sitting pretty or whatever. But I'm still just cutting the trim. You can see how I have excess on the side. I just cut that off, and I kind of just saved that piece because I knew that I was going to mess up somewhere, and I was going to need some kind of excess. So I just kind of, I almost ripped the whole thing off because I didn't cut it good enough once again. I just have to be more precise with my lines. I just kind of stuck that on the side of the refrigerator for the time being. But I think the next video that I make will just be showing it finished. I actually had a small piece at the bottom where I had to basically cut out another piece for, which I did. It wasn't that hard, but it wasn't that easy. It was kind of like, in the middle. But that's what I'm basically finna do. Alright, so this is the finished product. It looks good for the most part. Like, you can see that bubble that I was talking about right here. I do have enough to redo that, but I feel like it looks pretty okay. I did a little patch job right here. It's alright, and then it ain't that good down here. Because what happened was I tried to make it seamless. It didn't. My fingers are ugly. But I had to put like a little patch over it, which is what you can see if you're close. But like far away, like right here, you can still see it. But it ain't too bad. Like, it's not too bad. I think it's cute. Like, let me stand up. It's kind of on the sides. I think I might buy a different wrap and like just rewrap it. But I don't know if I buy another wrap. I don't know if I will wrap the whole refrigerator or just the front again. Decisions. I really need to like kind of bolt it because it's not even, as you can see, because I tried to switch it from this side to this side, but I couldn't. So yep, this is how it looks if I'm sitting on my bed. But yeah, it's really cute. So, but yeah, guys, that was me wrapping my dorm, what do you call that, refrigerator, because I will be using this for college. So, you know, you can just buy the wrap. I got the wrap from Amazon. You can get it probably anywhere. You can buy different colors, patterns. You can probably even buy some with texture. So if you want a furry refrigerator, get you a furry refrigerator. I wouldn't recommend it, you know, just in case you never know what happened. You might spill something on it. It's hard to get stuff out of stuff like that. Or you can do like a chalkboard and, you know, write up there with chalk. I think you can buy a chalkboard refrigerator. I don't know. But yeah, that was me wrapping it. I didn't do a good job. It's my first time. I didn't watch no videos on it. I literally watched the girl do it. She didn't know what she was doing either. And I was like, hey, it can't be that hard. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm probably going to be doing a whole lot of DIY stuff here coming up. Who knows? But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Turn on post notifications. My social media is linked in the description.